My name is Princess.
I'm Mahmoud Shadrach Mason.
I'm Gifty Bonsu.
My name is Esther Ousu Tete.
It's been 8 months since I entered into this country.
It's been 14 years since I've been here.
For 15 years now.
I live here for 28 years.
I've lived here for like about 30 years now.
36 years or 34 years.
The number one tradition I held on to is my prayers. Right here, all I do is Hamza Salawat and go to work. So I don't have no tradition. I pray 5 times a day. Hamza in Arabic is 5. So 5 times a day means Hamza Salawat. So 5 times prayers a day. My favorite food is kenke with a shito. I love it very well. Can I get, kenke and shito is only in Ghana that you can get the best. So I always come here and get the right kenke and the shito, yes. I go to African restaurant, African store, corner store, and I go to the Ghana event because that's where people really actually step out. I still hold on to the fact that I still have to see that there are people who are elderly people. I realize that in this country, nobody cares about how old you are. They talk anyhow to elders and all that, but in Africa, that is not how we were raised. You got to respect every elderly person. So that thing is still in me, no matter the kind of person he is. As long as he's a matured person, the respect is still there. So I still hold on the culture of, respecting the elders. In America here, once you live in a house with people, everybody has the right to do everything. You don't give reverence to anybody. I don't do that. Even if I see that you are the one supposed to do this, but you are an elderly person, I'm not going to allow you to do it. I'll just do it for you.
I would say some things I've held on to. Definitely the food. My mom, she cooks every week. If she's not cooking, I make something. I learned how to make Ghanaian food. So I know how to make the majority of the Ghanaian foods, and I always try my best to eat at home. If a Ghanaian artist is coming here, I would go see them. And I feel like another thing now in this day and age is TikTok creators. So you feel more you can relate more to them, and the more you like that type of content, the more it's recommended to you with the algorithm and stuff. On TikTok, I make a lot of Ghanaian content. Me making Ghanaian content about my parents, my brothers, or maybe how we are.
Tell Junior to get lost, okay, and leave me head alone.
Your Junior is over it. and things of that nature. That also makes me connect because Ghanaian people will comment on it. I guess it kind of makes us off for okay, we're here, we're prospering, we're good. I belong, you belong because you're seeing your fellow sister making content on TikTok in regards to Ghanaian culture and how Ghanaian parents are and things of that nature.
In America, it seems like I do the same activities. I go to church, I work, I cook home food. We speak our own language when we are home, and then when they go outside, they speak English to their friends. They all speak my language, which is Ashanti. I see most of African people that they speak English to their kids, which I don't do that.
I've been holding on to my culture. No, I would never let it go. I'm a true African. I'm proud of my heritage. The culture, the rich culture we have, I always let people, I'm proud. So I let people know where I'm from, and then I just try to even convince them and then educate them on, how rich the culture is and how proud I am that I'm from Ghana, and then our food, everything. So in my daily life, that's all I do. That's why I even opened the store. And then my logo, I don't know if you've noticed, it says back to our roots. Everything Africa, it's all I'm into.
I still hold my Ghanaian values, even though I have picked up some values here, and combined with the Ghanaian values, you choose what is good for you and you apply it to your life. Respect the elderly and treat people like you want to be treated. I started college, and you hear how students talk to professors, and I was besides myself. Are you kidding me? You're talking to your professor like this? It's a night and day. So for me, I maintain the values that I came from Ghana with.
I hold on to the culture because is the only convenient thing that I see in America. That's why I still hold on to it. There's nothing like that. America do not have a culture, so I don't see no culture in America it's just a way to live. But the culture itself, the culture aspect comes from Africa. They don't have no culture, they just live it.
I do engage much with the elderly people that are from Ghana and they are in this country. Because of where I find myself, there are a lot of them that come here, and then I do engage them in conversations, just to get to know their thoughts about this place and all that. And so through them, I've been able to learn a lot. I realize that even though this country is a great country, but with respect to culture, I don't really see it, being practiced over here. I don't see a particular culture that people really hold on. And so I feel like I cannot leave mine because I don't see anything that could be better than the one I came with.
I am holding on to my culture because it's very educative, and once you know it, you respect the way our parents taught us how to respect and how to carry ourselves in public and everything. I miss how, you go see your friends, you're eating together and all those things. You don't get to do that here, because here is that you're in your house. Once in a while you get to, hang with people. But back home, it's like every day if you want to just go out, hang with your people, eat together, in the same bowl with your hands and all that, you get to do it.
I'm holding on to these traditions because that's who I am as a person. You don't want to lose your identity, because when you come here, it's a different way of life, a different way of speaking, a different way of moving. But back then it wasn't cool to be African, so a lot of Ghanaians wasn't really speaking their language. But now it's like so popular to be African. People go on YouTube, people are trying for food, they're trying African food and stuff like that. But it was never like that. So before, people didn't used to embrace their culture. But now I feel like it's more accepted for you to embrace your culture. So I hold on to it because it's who I am, it's my identity. And even though I've been in this country for 14 years, that's who I am, that's who my parents are. I have to hold on to it also for my future generation, like my kids. I want my kids to be able to speak my language. I want them to know how to make like our food, because that's who we are.
You can't hold on to somebody's tradition. Like sometimes I see people speaking English to that's not your language, that's somebody else's language. You have to speak your own language to your kids so that when they grow up, they know where they come from, and they can also speak your language. They can also understand our culture. Sometimes I make jollof rice, we eat kenke, we eat fufu, we eat everything. I don't eat from outside, and I don't like outside food. To me, it's not healthy, so I always prepare from home, and you know what you're preparing.
The only music I listen to is high life. If you pay attention to high life, you will polish your Ghanaian tree language vocabulary like you would not believe. And I have polished mine to the point that even when I talk to people in Ghana and I use some proverbs, they tell me, we never even heard this before. How are you keeping up? And then when I'm talking to people like that speak tree, I make every effort not to say any word in English. So koto se asunsi asa ba kwaje bi enenam jamasia ebi kura na oyemfu kwe enkono enye no basabasa fano prapra no ho fano kofi ma onfu ntakra na ontimintu enko ebi a okoto no nani maame bi na okopeduane abre no na okoye no ebi na obofo atonutuo anase empana yi no enti no obeto no saa ne kirese onibi na so bia ni nachi asem na ato no boano. It means you come across somebody that is down to the floor, that looks useless, doesn't look like he has anything going on in his or her life. Doesn't necessarily mean that he is or she is from a poor place or has no one behind him. Help them out. If you can, take them home, guide them, lead them to get to the next level that they can also have a life on their own and be part of society.